Okay, I'm Miss Edie and I'm here to do a quick tutorial on what I like for corner pockets, at least so far. Easy, that's what I like. Okay, the other thing I've been interested in doing here lately is making things from what you're going to throw away, So like we have a little, this one's a little too thin. Okay, this kind of paper, but you could still use it. It's thin. Okay. And then we have a little flyer thing that comes out. It's just two pieces folded over. It's got mostly advertisement with some cute little things otherwise. And so I cut a piece of that. Now I only cut 3.5 by 3.5. 3.5 by 3.5 only makes a small one. And it's not real thick, but it's thick, a little thicker than that newspaper print. But it would still work. Okay, now, another thing on there, let me show you. This is real easy. If you want to do a corner flap, let's see if I can get this to work. Nope, that ain't going to work like that. Why didn't I think it was going to work? Well, you could always, whoops. Okay, I'm not going to start this over because I only have so much time. Where did it go? Y'all going to go, yep, Edie really does good tutorials. Okay, anyway, okay. But there's a ton of tutorials. You can, it's supposed to be a corner. All right, here, now we have it in the corner. You could always open it up like that, add a little piece of white paper here, or beige or whatever, so that you'd have a space to write on. Now, I'm not going to be decorating these because I didn't bring all my stuff, but everybody's going to be different on what they think is good, All right, but what I'm going to show you is how to make this, or you could make it into something like that. Now, the thicker the paper, the harder the fold. This is 3.5 by 3.5. If you want a square, it doesn't matter. Whatever size square. Don't make it too small because then it's hard to work with. This 3.5 by 3.5 was hard enough. All right, so you're going to do it that way. Now, sometimes you won't get it quite even, but I'm just going to work. You could either cut that off or just work around it. It's obviously not exactly 3.5 by 3.5, even though I thought it was when I cut it. But we're going to just ignore that. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to bring up this up to there, and then you're going to press it down. So I'm having to do this backwards to me, so you can see it. Okay. Then bring this one, this flap, up too, as well. Okay. Oops. I may have to turn it just for a second. And I don't have my bone folder, so I'm doing it with my fingers. Okay, just bring it up. So now you're going to have another, well, you're going to have diamond shape looking at it like this. Oops. Excuse me while I put it down. I didn't have the bottom up far enough. Now, something I have found doing it this way is that. See right here? I will have a little bit of a gap. Well, that one's not too bad. Let's see. Here's a gap. Okay. This one had a gap, but I filled it with washi. And remember, it's kind of like snow cone holders. And no, this is not original. People have this on there, on YouTube. Okay. And you could put things in it if you wanted, but in my case, I'm endeavoring. Now that one's not fitting square. Okay, got it. All right, got it. Now again, you can decorate it, however you want. Everybody's going to be different, so I'm not worried about the decoration. I did put that piece of washi. I think that's a Dollar Tree washi. I don't remember for sure. But anyway, then you would need to, of course, clip that little thing there and decorate it however you want. Now in this case, you can't write anything, but you could put a tag in there. I'm doing it with the other side and not showing y'all. Okay. But if you wanted to write, that ain't going to work. Then you're going to have to go see somebody else's. Or do it like I showed you, where you just have the, and I lost it. All right. Okay. Let me show you how to finish this. So now I've got it up there. All right. Take it apart and see right here, this first one, you're going to bend it down straight. Let me bend it down straight, and then I'll come back and show y'all. Try to make it straight. Okay, it's bent straight enough. Well, not quite. I can tell it's not quite. All right. Then you're going to take this, and you're going to tuck it in. Oh, my hair is bad. One of the persons that I had cut my hair, he has moved. And now I'm going to go back to this other place. COVID was, well, I got sick with COVID, as probably a lot of y'all were sick. And then my poor dogs, they needed haircuts, and they finally got one too. It was easier to go get them because their groomer is still there. Well, a new groomer, but it's still the same place. Okay, and I tucked that side in, where you couldn't see me do it. Okay, that's not good. I'm taking this apart. Now, the thicker the paper, the harder it's going to be. So remember that. If you don't want it to be so difficult, don't make it too thick. Okay, I untucked it. But you bring that up, and then you tuck it in. Okay, and then you may have to work it some, because this end gets a little not quite right. You'll know as you work with it what I'm talking about. Okay, and then you're going to put that flap. Doing this backwards is not easy, y'all. And I don't have one of them overhead things. My computer at home is old. Does it work on an iPad? Can you get a overhead webcam for an iPad? I don't know. Anyway, Ma did get up. She drank some coffee, and then she laid back down. And I'm fixing breakfast for her. I got to hurry up because oops. You see how it's a little not, so you'd have to work with it to get it down there. Okay, now you can either leave it straight up like that. Okay, and then decorate it and just have it for a little tuck spot. Or you could put it here and then go down like that and have a piece of paper on the inside, and then you could have a place to write. What are these called? Oh, corner tags, corner pockets. I don't remember. I think it's corner pockets. Now remember, I'm not decorating because everybody's different on what they like to do. Put a sticker on it. And then I've got to work with some of these things I'm showing y'all when I do the journal. Okay. Now, this I did the same way, except, well, as you saw, no, you didn't see. Okay, here's the one I worked with, y'all. If you want it, you just tuck that inside too. Okay, if you want to do it that way. Or you don't have to. Oh, I got two of them. All right. Don't do it backwards when you do it because it's harder. Do it where you can see. Y'all going right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. Anyway. And then that little thing here, just cover it up with something and it's not going to show. And the bigger you have it, the easier, you know. Untuck that. Now this is thin paper, because it's easier to work with, and I don't have my bone folder with me right now. Okay. And then you have your turn it over and you've got a spot to write. That's telling me two things. It's been 10 minutes and I got to check on the bacon. Okay, y'all have a good one, and I'm sorry that I'm so behind. But anyway, life happens. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Judy. Hello, everybody else. All right, bye now. Bye now.